Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another live stream watch along. Kind of basically, it's the FA Cup fifth round draw. Arsenal have made it for the first time beyond for the first time in 6 years. Sorry, beyond the fourth round. Sorry, since we won it up till this weekend, we were failed to get beyond the fourth round. But here we are, we're in the fifth round, thankfully. We are 2 wins away from a trip to Wembley, for 3 wins away from the final, 4 in general to win it all. And add a record extending 15th FA Cup to our list. But as you see in the description, there are 15 other teams in our way. Some of them being our rivals in Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle United, and there's someone, Leeds United are in there as well. You can count them because they, depending on if we were to get them, it's at Annan Road or under the lights and this, that, and the other. That could be a difficult encounter for us as well. And obviously, you've got the lower league teams that want to cause an upset and enjoy their cup run and get some more revenue for themselves because no more replays anymore. So yeah, interesting. And one team I do want us to avoid mainly is Man City because there's a high chance if we were to get Man City in the next round of the FA Cup, home or away, depending on the Champions League draw, then we could potentially play them 4 times next month. That's before we play them for a 5th time in just over a month when it comes to April after the international break. So mentally and yeah, just for a bit of difference, just to mix up a bit. Anyone but City. Yeah, basically. Just because I keep saying there's a high chance we could play him in the Champions League quarterfinals if we both got that far and we were on the same side of the Champions League bracket, if that was to happen. And knowing our luck, that will probably happen. And knowing our luck, they'll probably get that far. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Literally, it's any time now, the draw. Obviously, the last game that hasn't, the 2 games that haven't been decided. One was postponed over the weekend, which I'll mention in a minute when I get the teams up. And the other game is playing tonight, Macclesfield, the non-league conquerors of Crystal Palace, the holders, in the last round, at home to Brentford. Sorry. So yeah, here we go. So get your predictions. Give us your thoughts if you've been an Arsenal fan. If your teams are involved in the FA Cup, who do you want in the FA Cup, home or away, and the reasons why? Just a bit of a chit chat while the draw gets underway because I've got Darren Fletcher and Annie McCoist hosting the FA Cup draw, and there's the FA Cup with its red ribbons. Oh, Cohen Carney's doing one. Oh, there's Cohen Carney doing one of the. It's Joe Cole as well. So it looks like Cohen Carney should be on the home side and drawing the home teams. And Joe Cole be joining the away teams. So yeah, obviously Cohen Carney's got the Arsenal, Chelsea connections respectively in their career. Joe Cole's just the journeyman in the end. The West Ham Academy graduate that went to Chelsea for the money, got what he could out of it. Went to Liverpool for a couple of years, to Villa. I think he went to MLS at one point as well near the end. As I say, became a bit of a journeyman, so we say. So yeah, who's the other game? Where was it? Port Vale and Bristol City, that's the aim, because obviously weather conditions here in the UK weren't great. So yeah, Port Vale was, because they're the home team, the league they're in, pitch wasn't great, so that game got called off. Balls are in the bag. Arsenal are number 6, by the way. We're looking at so Arsenal number 6, Man City are number 14. Again, FA Cup, I would like someone different outside the Premier League, just for something different whilst we got the opportunity. So yeah, Karen Carney puts her hand in first. So here we go. The draw is underway. Number 2. So Fulham. Fulham will be at home. They're the first team out. They will be at home. Joel Cole, take your time, mate. Take your time, bloody hell. Any time now, it'd be great. Number 4, Southampton. Oh, Fulham versus Southampton. You fancy Fulham, but in Southampton, but Championship depends what Southampton are doing by then in the Championship. You still fancy Fulham though, being at home. Number 11, that is Port Vale or Bristol City. So that'll be Man City's tie. So Man City will, if they don't get Arsenal, they will get either this Port Vale, Bristol, or Macclesfield, Brentford. Guarantee it. Number 3 is Sunderland. Oh, Port Vale or Bristol City will be hosting Sunderland in the next round. Next game out. 13, Newcastle United. Oh, this is the one I want to avoid. Actually thinking about it, because it will be under the lights. If we get Newcastle, it'll be under the fucking lights. And 14. Oh, we got a humdinger. It's Newcastle versus Man City. The battle of the oil money in the next round of the FA Cup. Thank fuck for that. I think there's one more big hitting tie. I said there'll be. I think there'll be 2 big hitting ties. We've got one out of the way. Who's next? Come on, Karen, do us a favour. 16, Leeds United. Now, Mr. Tom, if you're watching, will we get the infamous Arsenal Leeds match up in the FA Cup just a couple of rounds late? 10, Norwich. Oh, that's a nice little tie for Leeds. And Leeds will be at the home team. They'll be at Ellen Road. Oh, come on. I don't think that was number 6. Please be number 6. Number 9, Mansfield Town. Oh, the conquerors of Burnley. League One. Mansfield. That'll probably be Liverpool, Chelsea. No, bloody luck. Oh, see, Arsenal. There you go. Arsenal away to Mansfield in the next round. League One Mansfield hosts Arsenal. That will be on the BBC. It should be. Gets Mansfield some money. They've got the glamour tie. 2 rounds later, but they've got the glamour tie. Well done. Come on. You know what? I'm chuffed at that, obviously. So yeah, could be going to quarterfinals if we play our cards right. A bit of rotation there. That is a Wolverhampton. Oh, Wolverhampton Wanderers at home to Liverpool. We could still, with 4 games to go, Wrexham, Chelsea, West Ham, and Macclesfield or Brentford. So we could have a London derby between Chelsea and West Ham potentially. That would be a humdinger. But no, said that'd be fucking Chelsea Wrexham. You watch. Number 5 is Wrexham. Wrexham will be the home team in their tie. But yeah, I'm happy, man. Look, it allows us in a tough period of the season to a bit of rotation. 7. What did I say? As soon as I said there could be a London derby, Wrexham, Chelsea. So it means West Ham will play either Macclesfield or Brentford in the next round. It's just dependent on who, but who's going to be the home team. West Ham will be the home team. West Ham will be at home to either Macclesfield of the non-league, the lowest team left in the competition, or Brentford. So Macclesfield now, obviously this draw has been done in the clubhouse of Macclesfield Town in the stadium. So the Macclesfield faithful are happy with that. I think they should be happy with that if they were to get through tonight, and it gives the players a bit more, knowing that now, the players a bit more incentive to cause another upset and then go to and get the glamour tie themselves. So that's 2 glamour ties for lower league opposition. Obviously, Mansfield versus Arsenal, Macclesfield away to West Ham if they were to get through tonight. Surely the BBC should be picking them up. I know there's the Newcastle Man City one, lead at the TNT for crying out loud. BBC, this is like the opportunity to show games you don't get to show. When most of the games especially this season, when most of the games have been put behind a paywall, I'm sorry, but give the proper ties, give the money to the clubs that need it. In this case, Mansfield and Macclesfield, but give them the glamour ties. You give them glamour ties, sorry, but putting them on free tier TV on the BBC for more people to watch. Then you're cooking. You're laughing. Let's see, because I don't know the chat's work. I don't know if the chat's playing up or not. Let's have a look. We go over to YouTube itself, just to make sure there's no issues. Okay, everyone's been quiet tonight. Saving themselves to the girls' chat later. Neil can piss off. Bloody hell. Right, what's this? This can go away. But yeah, I'll be honest, I thought we'd get Liverpool away. Genuinely. I said there'll be 2 humdinger ties in terms of the big guns going up against each other. We got one in terms of Newcastle versus Man City, and he's at St James's Park as well. And he got 2 tasty, I say tasty in the sense of proper old school cup ties. David versus Goliath, potentially got 2. You've definitely got one with Mansfield hosting Arsenal. And yeah, like yesterday, all that's done now is allowed us the opportunity to still rotate, be respectful to Mansfield, and we'll still field a strong team like we saw yesterday, but rotate. So I'm really happy with that, and on to the 5th round we go. Place for batting out with Mansfield for a place in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. But when will these be played? I'm assuming they'll let us know further down the line. But yeah, bit of short and sweet, just shy the 15-minute mark live stream, guys. But yeah, I can't say much more than that. Then actually, I'm shocked we got that sort of draw, but I'll take it. The fact that Man City have got a toughie, and yet again in the next round, at the very least, one of them 2 is going. Obviously, one of them 2 is out for the FA Cup from that round onwards. Bring it on. Bring it on. That has just made things a lot more interesting on the FA Cup with Arsenal and the whole Arsenal Man City thing. I mean, for me, this is sort of reminiscent in the sense of when we won the FA Cup in 2017. It was luck of the draw in terms of how we got to in terms of getting to the final, because we weren't the best we had a good squad, but we got favourable draws home and away, and we got through round by round. And I think our only test was literally trying to think now, semi-finals and the final. We played Man City at Wembley. This is like in his Pep's first season as well. And it was Pep's last opportunity to win something that season, because he wasn't going to win the league. He was I don't won the League Cup. We weren't going to win the Champions League at that point. And we upset the odds there at Wembley in the semi-final, knocked them out, went 1-0 down, pegged it back to 1-1, took it to extra time. Alexis Sanchez got the winner, took us to Wembley. We then played the Premier League champions in Chelsea, and against all the odds in that, because we were completely written off, not just on rivals and neutrals, etc., but even parts of our own fan base. And we turned up on the day and went, "Thank you very much," and absolutely dominated it. It does so far, because how the draws have been going, because we got like even though back in then 2017, the 5th round of the FA Cup 2017, we got like Lincoln at home. So and Sutton United in the quarterfinals of, I think it was quarterfinals. It was something like that. It's the same thing. We sort of got the luck of the draw. We got the draws that were favourable to us, so it allowed us to, as I say, rotate even then and just get ourselves through the rounds. And then when it mattered in the later stages, still put a strong enough team out, like we did, and do the business on the days, respectively. I love the FA Cup. Before we go, I love the FA Cup. I've grown up on the FA Cup in terms of it being held to such a higher standing. And no matter if your team was in the FA Cup final or not, it's FA Cup final day. Everything on the day was about the FA Cup final itself. It was just even better when it's still, for me, it is even better when your team's in the final and you have that feeling, and you're going to the final, you'll potentially win the final. There's nothing. For me, there's not a better, in terms of cup competitions. There's not a better feeling than winning the FA Cup. There's no tournament like it where anything can literally happen. I mean, the fact that Mansfield are in the 5th round of the FA Cup, and potentially we could have a non-league team in their 5th round of the FA Cup, travelling to West Ham in the next round if they were to win tonight. You don't get that in any other competition. You just don't. It's hanging on. It's there, but thankfully it's still hanging on by skin of its teeth. And as I say, I love it. I love another day. I know we've got the day out at Wembley in the League Cup, but I'd love another day. I'd love a day out at Wembley for the FA Cup come May. No matter what's happening in the league, that would be wow. And in terms of, we are in the League Cup, so the League Cup final, win the League Cup, and we go to the FA Cup final and win that. We haven't actually, in the same season, we have not won the League Cup and the FA Cup in the same season since 1993. That's ridiculously long for a club of our standing. And grab them two and one of the other big boys, be it Champions League or League, I'm running of that all fucking day long, all summer. either domestic treble or a treble of sorts in terms of a Champions League and 2 domestic cups. The cup treble, basically, if you think about it that way. Either which, that I'll run and enjoy it all summer, mate. But we've got to get there first. Obviously, respect Mansfield, get that game and show them the respect they deserve to get this far. They're going to be the home team. They've got the advantage with their pitch and everything else. Obviously, having the vocal to home fans, making it a bit more, and it's on top of the pitch, probably old school ground. So I'm, buzzing for that. Bring it on. But I'm going to get out of it now because obviously 10 minutes, got another stream in 10 minutes, guys. With George, Laura, and their panel. And it's because it was meant to be a review of what was meant to be yesterday's game against Brighton, but because that got postponed, they're still obviously doing a show as it's planned already. But it will be, instead of reviewing, it'll be previewing Wednesday night second leg tie against Leuven in the Champions League playoff round. So if you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe, push the content out there by pressing the share button and pushing it out there. If you've got any hypes you can use, then that'd be fantastic as well. And if you're a women's football fan, be it an Arsenal fan or women's football fan in general, love women's football, stick around, as I say, in 9 minutes' time for the Arsenal Women's Chat Show. And get involved in the chat there as well and help push that show as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. And pardon me, we'll see you soon. You won't see me now until Wednesday, when I'll be covering 2 games, 1 stream, simultaneously in sync at the same time, with Arsenal playing away to Wolves in the league and Arsenal women playing against Leuven in the Champions League second leg playoff, where we're already 4-0 up in that. We were literally covering both them games back to back in sync. Not many channels will be doing it or have even tried doing it, so good luck to me. So we're doing that. That's Wednesday, so that's 8 o'clock kickoff. The games themselves. We'll be going live at 7 o'clock for all the build up for both games, all the team news, all the highs, all the lows, cool predictions, you name it, it's happening. And it might be a bit of smugness there as well. And on Thursday, you're going to have the North Bank Summit show. It'll be reviewing what happens on Thursday and also mainly focusing on the North London Derby on the Sunday. I think now Friday you're going to have another the Arsenal Women's Chat show, but previewing the FA Cup match we've got this weekend coming up. And I'm trying to think, because we're not playing Saturday, so in terms of men, I'm going to look what to do in between the games as well for Saturday, and obviously Sunday is as I say, dates now. So yeah, both games on the same day, I believe, as well. So yeah, that's gonna be fun on Sunday. So Saturday, I think that's something to do for content-wise. Saturday, you got both games on back to back, pretty much. Maybe a bit of breathing space, hopefully. Oh yeah, that'd be hopeful. But yeah, until then, take care of yourselves, and as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.